Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Mang-Gust Volume 2. Coming in at number 11, we have Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Now, uh, just so you guys know, um, not only is Mushoku Tensei one of my all-time favorite animes, but I did not start reading the light novels until after the 10th volume of the manga had been released. I read the first 10 volumes of the manga, and at that point, I was so hooked on the story, I had to know exactly what was going to happen next. I had to. I had to know what was going to happen. Um, and there was a bit of a drought. There was a bit of a wait between volume 10 of the manga and volume 11. Uh, and I was so hungry for more content from the series that I started reading the light novels. Well, less reading and more listening to the audiobook versions of the light novels. Uh, but I have absolutely loved this series, and the manga the manga was the starting point for me. Um, I discovered I discovered the manga. Let me see. When did the first volume come out? Let me see. Can I? It doesn't show me when. Okay. At the start of 2018. Okay. The first volume was released in 2018. At the start of at the start of 28 at the start of 2018. Um. Oh no. 20. The start of 2018 was when it was when the first light novel was released here in America. 2019. The start of 2019 is when the manga had its first release. And I started reading the manga with volume 1. With the release of the first volume, I started to read it. It sounded like it would be it sounded like it would be an interesting story. I flipped through the pages and I'm like, this actually looks pretty nice. And so I decided to pick it up and try it. And my God, it is just the single greatest isekai of all time. Nothing comes close. Absolutely nothing comes close. There are several amazing isekai out there, from Shield Hero to Slime to Overlord, but none of them come close to the OG Mushoku Tensei. And the manga, I continue to read. As far as the light novels go, I read the first 13 volumes of the light novel. After I finished volume 13 of the light novel, I decided to stop because volume 13 ended in such a perfect way that, to be honest, even if the series had stopped beyond that, I would be fine with it. I really would have been fine with it because it had such a perfect storybook ending. But it was so. There are still, even at the end of volume 13, there are still some mysteries that were left unsolved. But I wasn't bothered by it. I was not bothered at all by the fact that I was not bothered at all by the fact that I didn't have all the answers. I was completely fine with that. I thought that that was I thought that that honestly was better because I personally liked that I could kind of draw my own conclusions as to what a lot of these other mysteries meant. Um, but at the same time, I do acknowledge that uh, the series does continue and that it does give proper answers to a lot of those questions, and I'm looking forward to seeing what exactly the answers are, but in anime form. As far as the light novels go, I'm done reading the light novels. The first 13 volumes, that was enough for me. And volume 13 ends the teenage saga. The anime has currently covered the child saga. Next up is the teenage saga, which the manga is currently in the middle of going through. Currently, volume 14 is the most recent volume. Volume 15 is set to release next month, at the end of next month. And yeah, it is. I am very much looking forward to this. I am very excited. I'm very excited to see how the manga adapts the rest of the teenage saga. And yeah, I've talked about this. I've talked about this series so much in my in season 5 of anime. I already talked about it quite a lot. I'm not sure what else there is to talk about for the manga. I'm not sure what else I could possibly say to add to what I said there. But I will say one thing. I personally think the manga and the light novels did Aisha better. I feel like she was done dirty in the anime. Because she was in both the light novels and the manga, she was shown to have a bit of a complex. She feels like she is lesser than her other sister, and that her father doesn't care about her, and she has an inferiority complex, and that is really shown and explored in both the light novel and the manga. Like, we see that she feels like she is inferior to her other sister. And the anime mentions that very briefly, but it's never explored. It's not explored. And that whole storyline with helping Aisha out was supposed to be their chance to actually show that and help her get through that, help her work through that issue. And now that that's done in the anime, we're not gonna see that. They skipped over that whole story, and Aisha is one of my personal favorite characters for the first 13 volumes of the light novels. I very much enjoyed her character and the journey she went on. I thought it was just incredible. And I'm missing a lot of that in the anime, unfortunately. They didn't really give her any time to shine, which is very unfortunate. I would have liked to see her actually work through her problems. So, but that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I can really say that I feel like the manga and the light novels did better than the anime. Aside from that, I think the anime has done a fantastic job. But let me know in the comment box below. What do you guys think? Do you like the manga of Mushoku Tensei? Do you prefer the light novels? Do you think the anime is an excellent or horrible adaptation? Let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to keep the conversation going, and I cannot wait for the next season coming out next year. In any case, thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video for number 10. Take care, everybody.